Hey everyone, this is Easy as Hardware. And are you looking at buying a GPU and not knowing what the heck you need? Hopefully we answered that with this buyer's guide thing. It's my hope. So we're going to start with budget options, then we're going to move into entry-level gaming, mid-tier gaming, high-end gaming, and lastly the enthusiast editing workstation market. If the budget computer that you're building, whether it's for you or for someone else, for any of these really, but if the purpose you're building it for is so it's just to check the internet banking, maybe word processing, then you don't need a discrete GPU. Just use the integrated graphics that comes with the CPU that you're probably using. But if you want to do some form of light gaming, so like a cross between budget and entry level gaming, my pick would be either the GTX 1650 Super from Nvidia or the AMD Radeon RX 5500 XT. Those would be my picks for a more budget GPU, the discrete one. Of course though, if you're using an AMD APU, so their 3200G or their 3400G, which are the CPUs that have integrated graphics, they are actually perfectly gameable on to a certain extent, but that is an option if you're using AMD's APUs, as they are pretty good to game on, but if you want a better experience then you're going to want discrete graphics. So now, more entry-level gaming. These systems are going to be more towards gaming to a certain degree, and again you could get your 1650 Super and your 5500 XT, they would be fine. But if you want something with a little bit more horsepower, I guess, then I will be personally going with the 1660 Super, or the offering from AMD would be the 5600 XT. But my pick would be Nvidia's GTX 1660 Super. They do have the GTX 1660 Ti, but personally I think that the Super has a better price performance value to it. And at the same time, looking at the prices of the 5600 XT here in Australia, I wouldn't buy one because it is stupidly overpriced. That's my picks for entry level, the 1660 Super. Now for mid-level gaming, you could make a call for the 1660 Ti or the standard RTX 2060 non-Super. But personally, I think that the 2060 Super, the step up from the 2060 non-Super, is better value, has much better performance, and it will give you a much more enjoyable gaming experience. That's what I'm trying to do for these recommendations here, is what will be a good gaming experience. I think that for the best gaming experience for mid-tier gaming would be the 2060 Super. You've also got the 5700 non-XT as an option from AMD, but AMD's graphics cards, as of recording this video, don't have any form of ray tracing features, and if that's something that you'd like to make the games prettier, then you're going to want to go with Nvidia's RTX cards. And then at the same time, if you are looking at RTX but you want those really good frame rates, then you might want to look at the 2070 Super, but personally I think that's more in the high-end stage, just a more budget option for the high-end. So speaking of which, for high-end GPUs. So again, the 2070 Super is a good starting point, and those are more budget options, but definitely, you know what, I just want a bit more power, make it look prettier, have those better frame rates kind of thing, but better resolution, but not wanting to fork out an arm and a leg just to afford it kind of thing. That's how it feels here in Australia, because graphics cards get very expensive. If you want something with a bit more power, personally, and this is my personal opinion as well, I would be going with the 2080 Super. It's got more power, it's going to be better equipped for using RTX in those very select titles. But if you are playing a game that has RTX, you want that little bit more power so that when you turn on real-time ray tracing, that you will be hit. Your frames per second will go down, but it'll still be a more comfortable gaming experience. And then we get to the more enthusiasts side of things, of if you want to go enthusiast but not want to spend exorbitant amount of money, which is impossible. And these GPUs are also for editing workstations. Okay, any GPUs for editing workstations, but these ones are better for a workstation PC because they perform better. Basically, you pay more, they perform better for a workstation. But for this class of enthusiast PC, I'll be starting with the 2080 Ti. It's a very good card, performs well. That'll be the more budget option, as budget as a enthusiast GPU can be. But if you want to go with like top of the line for mainstream, then it would be the RTX Titan. Be absolutely perfect for anyone, but the RTX Titan is like top of the line mainstream as of this recording again. And AMD have nothing really in the high tier other than the 5700 XT, which along with the 2070 Super, while you're beginning to get high end, it's more mid tier, more the high end mid tier, but stopgap for mid tier and high end. So that's that. So yes, that's really what I'll be doing. My personal recommendations would be, as of this video, as of recording this video, it's like March the 3rd, I'll be going with NVIDIA all the way. And that's not because AMD's GPUs are bad. They perform really well. But while the GPUs are good, the drivers for the GPUs have issues where I hear there's some like black screen issues that they have somewhat fixed recently, but not completely. But they've got a few driver issues, and that doesn't make it fun to play games when there's driver issues that could stop you playing that game partially or completely. NVIDIA is my pick the whole way through because much better gaming experience. So for budget PCs, if it's just for word processing and internet banking, checking the emails machine, just go with the integrated graphics that your PC should have with its CPU. If you want to do some form of very light gaming, we're probably talking 720p, maybe 1080p, but not pretty looking. So low details and whatnot to reach that magical 60 frames per second mark. I would be going with, if you've got a Ryzen APU, just sticking with that. The integrated graphics would be just awesome. But if you need to have a GPU, it would be the 1650 Super. For entry level, I personally would be going with the 1660 Super. I reckon that's a really good price to performance for that bracket. For mid-tier gaming, the 2060 Super is really good. It stands out. It's got RTX features. It is a rather good looking GPU. So yes, mid-tier 2060 Super, awesome value for that market. If you go a little bit more, then I'll be going with the 2070 Super, but that's probably getting to a little bit more high end. But the perfect high end one to me would be the 2080 Super. And then if you want to go enthusiast, depending on what your needs are and what your wallet and bank account allows, really up to you. 2080 Ti or the RTX Titan would be really good picks. Off by memory, if you're wanting the overclock though, the 2080 Ti has better potential than the RTX Titan, but out of the box, the Titan does run faster. So that's it for GPUs, for what I reckon would be the best picks. Thank you all for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below somewhere. That would be awesome. Also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. That would be bloody epic. Hulk smash that subscribe button. Make sure the subscribe button knows that you are the boss. Let's face it. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. I hope you all join me when I upload the next video. See ya.